You're going to pick armor over the at least one of the passives that it gives you, and 2, the drip. That's how you're going to pick armor every time.
Yeah.
You did see the post that they want to redo half the armor shit, right? The abilities, the passives.
I think they should leave it alone as it is, but when they release new armors, that's when you implement it. Because there are people that use the armors that they have now that are like, I love the way this works. I don't want it to change.
Promote it.
I prefer this.
Cool.
And then when you introduce a new armor, you can be like, hey, by the way, we took this passive from this and this passive from this other armor, and we put them together. And it's like, oh, that's perfect. Like, if I had to choose something to take from armor, I would say 50% resistance to explosive damage and limb health should go together. Or increase stim effect duration by 2 seconds and limb health. I think that would be a great one. The unflinching passive should be with the reduces recoil when crouch or prone. That's a great idea. The melee damage should be with stealth perks. With the reduces range at which enemies can detect the wearer by 30%. I think that's fine. Provides a higher armor rating. Reduced resistance to explosive. Or provides 50% resistance to explosive. Those things should go together because that affects your health. That affects your ability to stay in a fight if you get shot. I think, honestly, what they need to do is keep the 80% resistance to, like, gas. They need to do that for fire. They need to do that for electricity and everything like that. Granted, I think electricity is, what, 90%? Yeah, 95%. Honestly, do all of them in 95%. Who the fuck cares? The increase initial inventory and holding capacity of throwables by +2. That's great. You know what else should be on that? Increases ammo capacity of primary weapons by 20%. That makes sense. Because you're already increasing capacity for throwables. Why not do it for
magazines?
Yeah, magazines too. The improves weapon handling with less drag on weapon movement. That should also helps Helldivers prevent Helldivers from flinching when hit. That's like, if you just mix and match them, it's fine. I think that's great. Again, I personally would want the stealth one and the melee damage. I would love those two together. I think that's awesome. Because then you actually get to be, like, all stealthy and fucking try and take down something without alerting anybody, because melee causes no noise. Like, that's just what you should do.
I think it would be fucking awesome if we could customize fucking the passives. So if you just wanted the drip, you don't have to have the passive that comes
they said they're not going to do transmog, which, sure, I can appreciate that. Prevents all damage from bleeding if chest hemorrhages. Increases initial inventory and holding capacity of stims by +2. Like, that's fucking easy. Like, medical perks, health perks, recoil perks, like, those things kind of can mix and match, no problem.
No.
50% chance to not die when taking lethal damage. 50% resistance to explosive damage. Granted, that might be a little bit overpowered, but that would also be just incredible. That would just be great armor to wear. Especially on higher difficulties, like, everyone, I think, would wear that. And then helmets need perks.
They need passives.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. They need a passive.
Like, the ones that we came up with has the ability to detect, like, samples from X amount of distance away. The gas mask actually do gas mask things. You know, like, stuff like that. Like,
chance to ricochet for heavier fucking armors and shit.
Yeah, that's a good. I don't even think we thought of that one. That's fucking perfect.
That was good.
Like more resistance to headshots kind of thing. That's awesome. Ability to have fucking binoculars. Like
especially on the one that has like built-in fucking
like
NVGs and
like the
scanning tools and stuff. Like
NVGs would also be a really good one, or a heat NVG kind of thing. That would be
a recon one where it highlights a target, or if you again like motion tracking type.
So like that, like instead of like highlighting a target, I think it's leaves targeted enemy highlighted for longer would be a good balance of that one, because it's like, oh, you can just highlight enemies through walls. It's like, oh, that's kind of gay, but that would also be cool as shit.
Instead of turning a corner and there's a mob, you could see it before you make it.
Yeah, like when, like maybe some of them have like an X-ray kind of mode, or a heat vision, or a night vision, or whatever. Like obviously you don't put that all on one helmet. Auto targets, like things in the area. Like you may not see the LiDAR tower on your screen, but your helmet does, so it tags it for you.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that would be great. I don't know. Again, the gas mask ones should actually be gas masks. That way you can, I'm not saying they have to do like the 80%, but like 50% for helmets. That would be cool. Yeah. For some reason, I don't know if this goes on a helmet or an armor or whatever, the chance to not get knocked the fuck over by a melee attack.
Yeah, it seems more like an armor passive.
Well, that's the thing though, if you get hit in the head with a melee weapon.
Oh yeah, I mean,
like the fucking Illuminate do all the time.
Yeah.
But like the ability to see samples, the ability to highlight objectives, the ability to highlight enemies better, like stuff like that. Like if you're wearing one of the, you know, the helmets that goes with,
or they could say like fucking situational awareness, and you just have a wider range on you.
Yeah,
but well, even just if something on the side of your screens, like all of a sudden you're not looking and you see like a little red line pop up on below your screen to left, right.
Like, hey, you're being targeted right now. Yeah. Oh, and then you turn, you're like, oh fuck, there it is. Even then, like it's a little red flash on the side of your FOV. You turn, you could still fucking miss the thing that's actually aiming at you, and you still get fucked up.
Like, yeah, but it gives you like a chance.
Yeah, but didn't they say they're not going to do that with helmets?
Yeah, they've already said they're not doing anything with helmets, which, granted, I mean...
Which kind of pisses me off, because, like, if you go back to helmets, it just says standard issue, no additional bonuses. It's like, you obviously had thought about putting something
They were gonna do bonuses. Oh, like, fuck, the ability to see through snowstorms, the ability to see through fucking sandstorms, the ability to see through fog. Hey, do you have one of those bug missions where spores are clouding everything? Cool, you can still see through it. Like, that's even fucking like, easy.
It can see 50% better.
Yeah.
So it's still there. Like, you don't have the distance, but, like, close range, you can see something.
Yeah, the ones that look like pilot helmets, the ability to hit, like, airstrikes a lot better. Like, you can kind of choose what direction the airstrike comes from, or whatever. Like, you can kind of select a target for an airstrike, and it kills that target for sure. Like, granted, again, that's balancing that you'd have to kind of mix and match of, like, okay, what's actually better, what works. But I think that would be a better idea. The helmet, the DP00 Tactical, the one with the camera on it, like, the ability to zoom in further. The one with the fucking little thing over the eye, the ability to zoom in further. Those are perfect. Like, I
literally has the fucking targeting rangefinder.
The fucking XO prototype that it's just like a solid face shield. That's the headshot one where like headshots are more likely to ricochet.
Yeah.
And then the other thing too is what you introduce with that is like, oh, it, you know, your ability to see further and stuff like that. Guess what would interact with that? Different bugs that give off like kind of electrical signals to where they like your vision kind of like fuzzes across your screen.
Yeah. Distorts.
I mean,
Yeah.
it had one called Stalker Vision. The second, it all of a sudden
interference.
It finds a stalker out there and it wireframes it. That way you can never lose it because it's tracking it.
Yeah, but you have to engage it first. It's not just going to do it for you. I think.
Or if it attacks you or you attack it, kind of the same.
Yeah, like either way, you shot at something and then it highlights it for you automatically.
Yeah,
and,
like it marks it.
Yeah, like that I think would be a great like kind of marksman passive. The ability to see through snowstorms, sandstorms, like there's a bunch of shit that they could do with this, and they're not. There's like 2 or 3 masks that look like gas masks. There's one mask really that looks like nods, like the Noxious Ranger with the helmet on. Again, that's a headshot one. You know, the Inspector, man, the ability to tag fucking objectives like that literally fits with that.
Yeah,
like because it has a Super Earth logo. Like you're the Super Earth Inspector. You've seen all across the galaxy. You know exactly what things look like, so you know where certain objectives are going to be. That would be perfect. Like that would counteract the whole like, oh, bad intelligence. No, because I'm wearing the Inspector helmet. I know where it is.
Yeah.
Like the Martyr helmet, your fucking head just blows up, I guess, because that's just, it's a second explosive. Who knows? Like to go along with this whole increase reload speed of primary weapons by 30%, increase ammo capacity by primary weapons by 20%. That's kind of like the Warfighter. So when you shoot at something, it outlines red. Mm-hmm. That way you know what you're shooting at. Like I don't know. Like some of these are probably far-fetched and some of them might break the game a little bit, but they at least make sense.
I mean, also we're in a war here. I mean, technology is always advanced during a war.
Yep.
So there should always be something new being tested, R&D'd.
Like the CE-81 Juggernaut. If you're gonna remake an armor, right? It's the CE-81 Juggernaut. I don't care about any other armor except for this one. The rest of it, you can do whatever you want. Increases grenades, increases ammo, like mags. Because fucking look at this man. Like, that is a guy built for war. Like, it just is. Granted, his helmet fucking sucks. I hate his helmet. I think his helmet's retarded.
And that's one of the most popular ones people want to 3D print, is that helmet.
What?
This one? I don't think so.
I haven't seen it.
The Juggernaut helmet? I don't think so.
Fuck. Yeah, I thought it was sure.
No.
Oh, that's literally...
It's the...
Just
it's
like,
the, yeah,
it literally just looks like a pilot helmet.
Yeah.
Say which one?
Like, this would be one of the headshot helmets that it gives you more headshot protection.
Yeah. Which makes sense for somebody called Juggernaut.
Yeah. If anything, he should have the Hellbent helmet. Make this gray. Or tan. Yeah, make this tan. That would look sick as fuck.
Be like Army 2 all over again.
Yeah. Like, this helmet right here, the IE-57 Hellbent helmet, make it to where we can change the color on this. This is the only helmet.
You did see the mod I put up, didn't you?
Yeah, this is the only helmet that you have to do that to, is this one.
Or release it in multiple colors.
Yeah, or release it in multiple colors, but make it all selectable under the Hellbent, where it's like, you click on it, and then...
And make it a subcategory.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, which color do you want? Oh, I want purple, obviously.
Well, here's also another thing. It's like, okay, like, for instance, I'm wearing this green outfit, but I wanted to use one of these other helmets that went with it that doesn't match. Let's say this fucking one with a sword on my fucking head.
Yeah.
I should be able to click on it and it should color match the armor. Just by click of a button.
That, if anything, yeah. What are you talking about? The sword on your head? Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah. That's something that I think, like, I'm not saying you have to do transmog. I'm saying, hey, which armor color are you picking? Oh, you're using the fucking Christ. I'm losing it right
I
now.
mean, even if it just goes off of the armor itself and the helmet just matches the color.
Like the Juggernaut, it's black and tan. Cool. My helmet is black, and make the helmet tan. I don't give a shit, but make it match. Granted,
yeah, it just
that might be too hard for them. I don't know, but like Alpha Commander, then it changes to green and tan. The fucking Enforcer, it changes to white and red.
Or if you want to go with one of the standard black and yellow outfits, at least your helmet then would just match. Or you grab one of these other helmets and it should color coat to the armor.
That's honestly probably the thing that pisses me off the most about this game. And I'm gonna, like, is that none of the yellows match.
The none of them are the same.
None of the yellows are the same. Golden Eagle is like a piss yellow. Hellbent is like I don't even know what to call that. It's just a darker yellow.
Yeah, it's like a brown mustard.
On the Noxious Ranger, that's a green yellow. On the fucking BO1 Tactical, that's just standard yellow. Fucking no, that one's fine. On the Hero of the Federation, that's gold. That's actual gold. So where the fuck did this Golden Eagle come from? Like, I get it if whoever is in the art department is colorblind. Ask for help, please. Like, just ask for help. Because the amount of yellows that are different is insane. Like, this yellow on the DP00 Tactical does not match the regular yellows. This is from Helldivers 1, and it doesn't match the regular yellow. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because it's supposed to be dirty. The yellow on the Kodiak doesn't fucking match. Again, it could just be that it's dirty. Sure. Why are they all different? On the armor, one of my favorite armors, the Roadblock. That yellow does not match the helmet yellows of anything else.
Yeah.
Which blows my mind.
Looking
It's
Vortex.
Fucking insane. Like, the Battlemaster yellow, right? Like, because these armors are right fucking next to each other. That's why I notice this all the time. The Roadblock yellow and the Battlemaster yellow are two completely different yellows. Yes, the Roadblock is kind of shiny. Maybe that's why it looks different. They're not the same, though. That's a fucking problem, man. Like, that's an issue.
Yeah. Even if you're not looking at the arm, you're just looking at it on the body.
The Hazmaster yellow is not the same yellow that's on the standard armor. The fucking Combat Technician yellow is the yellow that matches this helmet for some fucking reason. Like, that's insane that there's that many different shades or gradients of dirt on the yellow that it's all that fucking different. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. It's supposed to be black and yellow, right? Oh, black and yellow, the song, shut up. But it's supposed to be black and yellow is the color of the Helldivers. Why do none of the yellows match? Across all of the things that we've had, none of the yellows match. Even on the fucking Jaguar, which is one of my favorite armors, that yellow doesn't match the yellow of the regular Helldiver. It could be because of scratches, it could be because of shadows, who knows? It could just be because of, like, dirt that's on the armor. It doesn't fucking match. And that's supposedly the same guy. Like, they were left behind on Malevelon Creek, so they went ahead and made these kind of changes to their armor. The yellow doesn't fucking match. And also, if you're left behind on Malevelon Creek, why are you still wearing fucking yellow? Oh, God. And none of the oranges match either. That also pisses me off. It's insane.
Look at Just Democracy. Is that something closer you would like?
No.
Then go to Vortex Mods in your Discord there. There's one you need to look.
The make it yellow.
Everything gets matched.
I shouldn't have to use a mod, Gumbled.
I know. I'm just pointing out that there is something there to correct that. Also, some of them look pretty fucking badass, because like the one with the hood over the eyes now glow and it looks awesome.
Yeah, that's fine. The yellow on this guy's arm for Street Scout does not match any yellow. Granted, it could be because it's got bullet holes on it, or bullet marks, pock marks, and then, it's dirty. Sure. Why is the Infiltrator wearing yellow at all?
Yeah, true.
Like, same thing with the Trailblazer Scout. Like, I appreciate the fact there's little yellow accents on there. Should be green, tan, and black. Or make it army camo. I don't fucking care. Like, the prototype is just all green and gray and like a lighter, I don't know. None of the greens match either. I just realized that. Fuck. Like, this green is a combat green. That's a bright fucking hospital green. That's a fucking olive. That's a combat green. That is just a lighter green. That's supposed to be green.
Out of curiosity, can we look at the capes for a second?
Yeah. Capes
Capes I
do not hold to the same standard, because that is your small touch of individuality.
That's your shield. That's your mark. Yeah,
that's your small touch of individuality. I would like maybe some shorter capes. I understand that the cape is like the mark of you graduated Helldiver training. That's cool. What I would like to see is not necessarily stuff like this, where it's like, hey, it's, that. I would like to see, hey, this cape designates that I'm heavy explosives or heavy ordnance. This cape designates that I'm melee. This cape designates that I'm, recon. This cape does, like whatever, it shows like the job that you're gonna have when you drop in with randoms. Like, yeah, your loadout kind of does that for you, I guess. I just think it would be a nice touch of like, hey, I'm dropping in. You can tell. You can tell by my
EOD expert, marksman, heavy machine gunner.
Yeah. Like, again, and every Helldiver can do pretty much every job. That's fine. I don't really care.
But just like a field of expertise type deal.
But like, the Bot Slayer cape. I don't think there's a Bug Slayer cape.
Yeah. I mean,
but we got that for,
it still pisses me off that they have it say standard issue, like they had thought about fucking doing like, well,
there's like the little story
made out of fire retardant material, so it's 10% resistance. Like nothing much, but something.
Yeah, there's like the little story here inside the collars embroidered wherever I plant my shield, know that I will never yield, and machine washable. Like, that's funny. Sure, but like, these should be a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
That's just me though. Like, I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, it's also, it's a video game, man. Like, I get that, dude. I got it. Believe me, I got it. But also, for the people that want to LARP and roleplay, like Clanker does, where he's the Clanker Slayer, and it's some Russian woman that, like, she devoted her life to killing robots because her husband, I don't know, dropped a toaster in the bathtub or whatever. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to the story.
Yeah.